We have visual aids. We got the answer. It's right there. It's right there. Hey, Skywalkers! We just saw this week's episode of The Mandalorian, and we just couldn't wait to talk about it. We are so excited about this. I am Richard Wolosky, and now here is the Mythosaur to my Bo-Katan, my sweetie wife, Sarah. You like that one?
I love that one. That was so cute. Thank you. Well, first and foremost, we want to thank you guys for joining us. And if you love Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, well, you have found your people. So now it's time. Let's go skywalking through The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4, The Foundling. Now, this is the 20th chapter in the Mandalorian saga.
Now, we're going to share our immediate reaction as well as some Easter eggs that we've found. And, you know, we love our Easter eggs. And this is going to be a spoiler-filled episode. Go ahead and repeat that.
It's spoiler-filled.
Yeah.
Alert, alert.
Yeah, so make sure you've seen the episode before watching this video. But why would you watch this video if you hadn't already seen the episode?
All right, The Foundling is directed by Grief Karga himself, Carl Weathers. And we found that out this week from Carl himself on Twitter because he tweeted, "The Foundling is coming this week on Disney Plus and is directed by yours truly. Hashtag The Mandalorian. Hashtag be peace." So usually no one knows the name of the episode or the director until it airs, but even Disney Plus doesn't show the name until way after the episode is released. So Mr. Weathers tweeted this title on Saturday before this Wednesday release and proudly shared that he directed. So thank you, Carl Weathers.
So he released the episode titled The Foundling, so everyone was going berserk. What could this mean? And
It's like Grogu-focused episode?
Or Din Djarin focused episode. We haven't had any flashbacks yet of Din Djarin when he was a kid and was taken by the Mandalorians.
Oh, is that where your head went?
That's where my head went.
Oh, see, my head went to Grogu and like immediately what he would be doing in this new in this clan.
Well, yeah. And we had seen in the trailer Order 66. So
Right.
we knew it was Grogu.
Mhm.
But look at the last couple of titles for the episodes, and they all have double or triple meanings. You have
Right.
the apostate,
Right.
the Mines of Mandalore, the convert.
Mhm.
Those could mean so many different things, as could the foundling.
Right. Yeah, I mean the apostate referred to like 3 or even 4
Mhm.
of the characters that we knew. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But safe bet was on Grogu, because that's what we all wanted. Grogu. Order 66, we've seen little clips, little snippets of his recollection of that traumatic day.
Right.
But now what? Now, this is what we've all been waiting for. How did he get out of the Jedi Temple? We'll go into that in just a couple of seconds. As you can tell, we're really excited to talk about this.
Well, now that we've seen the episode, what do you think the foundling was referring to? Or who? How many?
I'm counting like 4 or 5.
Really? I'm counting 3. So I thought Grogu, definitely, because he's learning some things. But also the foundling that Grogu fights. And was taken by the raptor creature.
Ragnar.
Oh, it's Ragnar? Okay.
Yeah.
And then, most of all, Bo-Katan in this episode. Because she is, even though she's full grown, she is learning how to be a member of this clan.
Right. And
Who else do you think?
the raptors.
Oh!
The baby raptors. They're now foundlings.
I guess, didn't they even say that at the end?
Yes,
That's
they
so
did.
funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I felt like this episode was so emotional, yet it was coupled with a bit of annoyance for me at the plot of yet another mission to harm a big creature. Now, I realize that the creature took a foundling and that apparently through dialogue, she has taken previous foundlings, but I just don't like this recurring theme of invading a creature's home and killing it.
Such as the Mudhorn.
The Mudhorn and season 2, the
Crate Dragon.
The Crate Dragon.
Right.
Yeah, so this has been a recurring, and the spiders. I mean, even the spiders. So it's a big recurring theme.
Yeah, it's not just the Mandalorian. We've seen this in other series, like even Star Wars Resistance had the same kind of plot of going into a creature's environment and killing it.
Yeah. So it's not my favorite. However, I overlooked all of that because of all the great foundling moments we get with both Grogu and Bo-Katan, like learning how to be a part of this clan. And we're learning how this clan raises its foundlings at the same time. Like, so we're foundlings watching this, right? Also, Bo asks the question we've all been thinking. How do you eat when other Mandos are around?
That was a riot.
And how do you not take your helmet off?
She
was
must
awesome.
have seen Din at some point get a bowl of food of what do you call that soup? Sputnik.
Spotchka?
Spotchka. Sputnik. She must have seen him take that bowl and go behind a rock and eat.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we always see him like kind of like
Yeah.
sipping soup underneath his helmet so
Right.
he doesn't take it off. I thought they were just gonna eat like Din did, which
Yes,
is like kind
lift
of
up the.
put it under the helmet a little
Yeah,
bit.
someone's gonna go. But Paz has got a beard.
Yeah.
Wait a minute! I didn't know Paz had facial hair.
Yeah.
All right, let me bounce off of this. Okay.
Yes, please do.
All right, so this has an A and a B story.
Mhm.
The A story is the foundling Ragnar was taken by the Raptor, and the Mandalorians are on a mission to go and save the foundling. That's the
Correct.
A story. Now,
I wouldn't even characterize that as the A story. That was
sure,
like
it's well well
it was the story that started first.
because the B story, which is how Grogu escaped Order 66, which is a small part of it. The whole framing story was the Ragnar was kidnapped. We got to go and get Ragnar.
Right. Okay, I got that.
So they get to the raptor's nest,
Mhm.
and Din Djarin sees the heat signature coming from the other side of the nest, and Paz Vizsla says, "Oh, that's my son. I've got to go and get him now," and charges up.
And you know something's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. All right. To me, that's kind of lazy storytelling. It's a quick, easy way to get the plot moving, because somehow we got to get these baby raptors to peek their heads up from the nest and to bring the mama raptor up. So how are we gonna do this within a couple of seconds? Pause. You just go for it. Now these are Mandalorians. They would know better than that. I think the Mandalorian, the show itself, is way above that standard.
Okay.
So it's because of these kinds of story hiccups, I wouldn't put Carl Weathers in my top choices for directors.
Oh, okay. Well, did he write this though?
No, but he was a director, so he could have said, "Hey, you know what? This is not going to be the way. This is not really something that a seasoned Mandalorian warrior would do. I know it's your son, but think about everyone else as well."
Okay.
And they could have found another way to do this, and that's where they have to come in as storytellers and find another way, maybe not as fast,
Okay.
but still get to here to there.
I would contend that Paz Vizsla though is kind of like that. Like in the Book of Boba Fett, when Din has the Darksaber, in like 2 seconds, Paz Vizsla was like, "Hey, that was in my family. I'm gonna fight you for it." So
Yes,
he's
but
very impulsive.
I love a show where you watch it like Andor. I couldn't think of one story hiccup that would make me go,
Right.
"Oh, come on. We can do better than that."
I get what you're saying then. Yeah,
Right.
because that just everything flew into place.
And then going on to what you were saying earlier about the raptor. They go into the raptor's lair. They're going to kill the raptor. All right. The raptor has been attacking Mando Beach. We got to kill it. I get it. But I wish there was something else where they could say, "Hey, you know what? We'll go in there. We're going to sedate this raptor, get back Ragnar, and we'll leave." I know the thing will come back and keep attacking Mando Beach, but we've got to figure out something we can do to prevent this, to stop the raptor instead of killing it. Once again, something the storytellers have got to figure out.
Yeah.
So they're not just going in there and killing another creature, which is I think that's a little below Mandalorian storytelling.
But we overlook it because it's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And there was several emotional moments.
Oh yeah.
Anything with the armorer, I think, is just gold. The fact that like we get a metaphor for the entire season from the armorer's wise words. She says, "Just as we shape the Mandalorian steel we shape ourselves. And the raw ore, it's refined through trials, and the forge reveals the weakness. So that's a metaphor for the whole season. Like these characters are going through the forge, right? They're going through their trials and our own lives. As we spoke with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau in the press roundtables, they are always relating anything that happens in Star Wars really to our own lives. And I love that.
Now let's talk about the B story. The B story
Yes.
we've all been waiting for, which we kind of already went into, where the answers the question, how did Grogu escape Order 66? And we got the answer. We got the answer.
Look at him.
Yes, he was saved by Ahmed Best.
Yay! Best Easter egg ever.
Now, at this point, the show has been over for about a half an hour now, and there was no character name
Yes.
for Ahmed Best. So maybe, is he Jedi Master Kelleron Beck from the game show Jedi Temple Challenge?
Ah, maybe. I think that would be a nice fun deep cut.
It would be, or if not, maybe a relative.
Yeah, but it wasn't in the credits.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't.
And we were looking. We were like, okay, what's this Jedi Master's name? Right?
I even went to IMDb, not on there yet.
All right.
So it would be awesome if it was Jedi Master Kelleron Beck. You saw the Jedi Temple Challenge, didn't you, everybody?
Yeah, right? It was cute.
It was. It's why they don't have these game shows for adults.
So fun.
Yes, but how exciting was that sequence?
I loved it.
There was a couple of Easter eggs we'll get into in a couple of seconds, but I was just hoping that he was going to make it safely.
Yeah.
He's going to make it safely out. Please, you can't kill this character.
Oh, I know. And he did. He made it safe.
He made it safe.
So, woo.
Yeah.
Okay. At least from this episode.
Right. Did you think Grogu could get any cuter?
Oh my God! I think we literally shouted obscenities at the screen because he was too effing cute.
A toddler Grogu. He's going to be all over Celebration.
Oh,
These are going to be all over.
oh my God.
Oh, I want one. I want one so bad.
Yeah.
That little cherubic face.
Now, I do love how they got into this scene, which was the armorer was creating a thing for...
A body armor disc.
Right, a body armor disc for little Grogu.
Don't call him Baby Yoda.
I know. I almost did. But as she's pounding, like a second before it went into his flashback, I was like, I wonder if they'll do a flashback. And then it went into the flashback.
Oh, he got some PTSD severe.
But it was amazing because I love this parallel to season 1 when Din had all his flashbacks when she was creating his Mandalorian armor. Yeah. Oh, you didn't? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. I
go there.
loved it so much. I was like, oh, I love this poetic thing, everything.
The circle is now complete.
Yes. Oh, it's so great. Oh my gosh. And then later on, we get Bo-Katan. The armorer is creating her shoulder pauldron, Bo-Katan's shoulder pauldron. However...
Show everybody.
Oh. Yes. And now...
We have visual aids.
You guys, I'm upset. Because...
Now they have to make another Bo-Katan doll.
I need another doll.
Or maybe they'll have like separate pieces, like little accessories.
Okay, but I loved that Bo-Katan also got her moment with the armorer, and it was a moment of reflection for her. She didn't do any backstory, but you could tell she was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Let's cut to that end scene where Bo is talking to the armorer. Then we'll get back to some of the other
Sure.
stuff. But now that we're talking about how the armorer and Bo-Katan have got this girl time,
Yes.
and Bo says, I want the Mythosaur on my armor.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a Mythosaur, and the armor is just blowing her off. Like, yeah, we've all seen visions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
If you saw a vision, that's great. That's
Right.
fantastic. This is the way. No, I really saw a Mythosaur. Yep, this is the way.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's trying to reveal this big secret, and the armor is blowing her off.
Yeah. So you don't think the armorer believes she saw a real Mythosaur? I think at this point it's hard to tell. What do you guys think? We want to know. Do you think the armorer believes Bo-Katan?
I kind of equate it to Planet of the Apes.
Okay, what do you mean?
when Taylor, played by Charlton Heston, he's found the little baby doll that can talk.
Mm, okay.
And he can't and Dr. Zaius can't let anyone know about this because if the apes know that humans could talk because this baby doll could talk, and if any of the other apes saw this, they would know that humans could talk. So
Oh.
so Zaius just crushes this baby doll so no one will ever find it. So maybe that is what the armorer is doing, making sure that no one ever knows about this mythosaur in the mines of Mandalore.
Right, and she's been to the mines of Mandalore because every time she forges some armor, she pours a little vial of the living waters
Right,
into
but she
it.
could have like a whole cabinet full of them.
She could.
She knows that something is down there, but she's got to try to brush it off so no one goes looking.
Mm.
Maybe she doesn't want the mythosaur to return and bring the Mandalorians back together again. She likes her little covert.
Yeah. Well, and she is the leader of this covert.
It adds up.
And
Oh.
Bo-Katan now has led her first war party.
Yeah, that scene really disturbed me, but in a good way.
Okay.
Because we don't know yet what her motivation is, what the armorer's motivation is for not believing her. And she really just brushed her off every single time Bo-Katan was saying, no, I seriously saw it.
Mm.
Ugh.
Okay.
All right, do you want to get into some Easter eggs?
I do.
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Okay, the Queen's Royal Starship. Oh my goodness. Ahmed Best.
Badass Jedi.
He takes Grogu and he escapes with him on the Royal Starship. Oh, and then we see Ahmed Best in the cockpit. Oh, that's where Anakin and Padme were in Attack of the Clones.
Aw.
Oh, now Grogu's in there with Ahmed Best. Oh, it was just too much. One of my favorite Easter eggs of all time. And then we saw the tip of the Coruscant Rock,
The peak. The
peak,
mountain peak.
which we saw in the last episode
Yeah.
in the Coruscant Plaza. And who voiced all those clone troopers?
Tamora Morrison.
Tamora Morrison is back.
Ah, yay.
You had to have him back doing this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now admit it. When Grogu and badass Jedi were escaping, everyone wanted to see in the background little Mace Windu falling. Because this happened right at that same time
You're right.
that Palpatine had thrown Mace out of the window. Perfect way to bring Mace Windu back.
Aw.
Not an Easter egg, but it's an Easter egg I wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
Another Easter egg I really want to see, those Mandalorians at Mando Beach. Why isn't one in the Boba Fett holiday special color scheme?
Well, honestly, aren't all of them kind of in a similar
They
color
are
scheme?
Very much so. There's like little bits here and there.
Yeah.
But there's not one in the entire holiday special.
So it's like they took that color scheme and spread it around the Mandalorians in that clan.
Yeah. And even
Okay.
let's get like one of these guys over here.
Oh,
This-
yeah.
This the Boba Fett prototype action figure. Come on. I would love it. People would say, "Oh, it's too much fan service." No, not enough fan service.
I
Give
just
us more.
I just have to say that the armorer must only have like greens and blues in her kit because that's all we got.
Yeah.
It's cute though. I like the color scheme.
Oh, so do I. But they're so close. They're so close to having. Wait a minute. Hold on. They're so close to having this.
They really are. Oh my god,
at
they
that.
have all these colors.
I know. It's right there.
Well, speaking of an Easter egg that I got out of this, not an exact Easter egg, this is a Disney Easter egg. So when the Mandos are climbing the big rock to get up to the raptors, did anyone else get vibes of Rescuers Down Under and Marahute, the big golden eagle? Because she has a nest on a rock face that's very similar, and it's a similar scale. And all we needed was for Grogu to ride the raptor into the sunset, accompanied by a gorgeous score. You have no idea what I'm
Not a
talking
clue.
about.
I haven't seen this.
But I know those
But I'm
out
sure
there
it's
do,
there.
and give it a like if you do. Marahute, Rescuers Down Under, okay. All right, well, now I want to get into some of the religious implications or parallels in this episode because we are getting a ton of this season. The Mandalorians really have a lot of parallels to Western religion, Christianity, and Catholicism. I was raised Catholic, so I know a lot about that. Went to Sunday school, all that stuff. So I'm just loving these parallels. The season began with a foundling going through a ceremony of earning his helmet in water, which is basically a baptism of sorts. So in this episode, we see both Grogu and Bo-Katan, and they're visiting with the armorer to have new armor made. And they both, in this time, either have flashbacks or are reflecting, they have deep thoughts. And to me, this is like confession in the Catholic Church. So before you can take the Eucharist in church, which is the wine and bread, the snack during the Mass, you should confess your sins to a priest. At least that's what the doctrine says. And so you go to confession. And the priest is there to guide you on that path during confession. You kind of take time to reflect and become a better person by doing that. And the priest guides you along the way. And this seems to be what the armorer's role is in this covert, because that of like a pastor or a priest, because as she's creating her armor, it takes a lot of time and it forces the wearer to take this moment of reflection about their own selves and lives. So yeah.
I was looking at armor and creatures.
I know.
I wasn't looking at that, but good. Yeah, great. That's fantastic.
And I even want to say the repeated phrase, "This is the way." It's a lot like those call and response things you say during Mass. Like the priest says, "May peace be with you." And everyone just repeats, they chants, "and also with you." So you'll know a Catholic when someone says, "May the force be with you," and they say, "Oh, and also with you." It's like this like immediate reaction.
I should have paid attention in Sunday school.
You should have, because the Jedi, like, it's based a lot on Eastern philosophy and religion, which I don't know as well. I still think it's really neat that it's based on that. But then we have Mandalorian, which is now based on this Western religion. And the fact that these two factions are, like, different, but now they're coming together with Grogu. Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, now let's wrap it up with last thoughts. Last thoughts on the Foundling. I like the episode. I thought it was a lot of fun. It gave us something I've been wanting to see since season 1, which was Order 66 and the outcome. How did Grogu get out of there? I want to see it from different angles.
Okay.
So and this answered a lot of that. I love the little rock lobsters that Grogu was playing with on Mando Beach.
I almost forgot about that. So much happened.
Those were so funny. And the fact that we're seeing Grogu walk now, walking even faster and longer distances, because to get a puppet to walk any more than like 6 inches is very difficult. That last scene between Armorer and Bo-Katan about the whole Mythosaur with the Planet of the Apes crossover, I'm going to be sitting on my couch for the next week just waiting for this next episode, because I want to see where it goes from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you?
So after watching this episode, I find myself thinking most about Bo-Katan and her character path. And now that she has her helmet on most of the time, it seems like we can read even more into her stillness and silence as she takes all of this in, the whole covert, what's happening. And she hasn't broken her pact. She hasn't taken off her helmet in front of
creed.
anyone.
Oh, yeah.
The creed, yes.
Yeah, with I think with every scene that she's in, she really wants to belong. That's what everyone always wants, to belong. She found a place to belong, and she's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
And that was really shown in this episode. For the first time, she says, "This is the way."
And she meant it.
And means it. Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's amazing. From the Minds of Mandalore, when Din said it to her when she confessed about her father, and how he gave his life for Mandalore, and he said, "This is the way," and she was like kind of rocked by that. And now here she is saying it to them, and in here it means the same thing. It means we will give our lives for this clan, and she did.
Oh, she's very big on family.
Yeah. All right. And then I have another thing to say. When they all come back with the baby raptors to the clan, all the Mandos give this cross arm clap.
Oh, yes.
And I bet this will be a new celebration tradition for the Mandalorian mercs. So everyone, cross arm clap. Like and thumbs up, cross arm clap.
So we have on program.
Yep.
And the applause.
Yep. And okay, so my final thought, what the heck are they going to do with these baby raptors, and what happens when they grow? They're going to have themselves a world of trouble, just like Daenerys did with her 3 dragons when they started eating all the villager sheep. So what are they going to do?
But I loved that more than anything. The fact that they thought that through to take those raptors back with them, because they couldn't leave them there.
I guess they would have died.
No, they would have died. Yeah,
because
they
their
would have
mom
starved.
died. Yeah. So you know what? Okay, that makes up for the fact that we had yet again the plot that they go and they kill a thing. So yeah. Okay.
All right, Skywalkers, what did you think of this episode? What did you think of this recap? Were we on point? Did it bring up things that you hadn't thought of?
Did you agree with Richard?
Or with Sarah?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Did you catch something we didn't? Because we really want to know. Write your thoughts in the comments.
So if you're new here, welcome. You're now a Skywalker or a Foundling. So hope you come back or watch some of our other videos or do both.
Yeah. Yeah, we did press interviews with the cast and crew.
If you want to see more on The Mandalorian, can't wait until next Wednesday or Tuesday night. Well, then go to our channel, the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel. We got a ton of stuff there. New press conference roundtable interviews with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Katie Sackhoff, Rick Fumiyawa.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you want more videos like this, please subscribe with notifications on. We go live sometimes, and we love your comments.
All right, it's late. We're going to go to bed. Or maybe watch The Bad Batch first.
Oh.
Then go to bed.
Maybe we might be too keyed up.
Right. So until next time, Skywalkers,
Neverland on Alderaan.
And this is the way. Hey, look at those names to the left. They are part of the Skywalking Force, our Patreon.
Become a producer yourself and check out all the Disney Plus themed bonus content available depending on the level you subscribe.
Become a member of the elite Skywalking Force at skywalkingforce.com.